So the rebuild begins. The old layout is all gone. In fact, I've managed to salvage all the track off it. I haven't broken any track. I've got the framework, got that today. I'm getting plywood for it because it's actually cheaper where I get my timber from. So I'm getting that tomorrow, and then I shall start building the frames. I'm just moving everything about now, so I want to get it before I build all the frames. So that's the first start of the new build. Right, first baseboard framing in. I've put holes in here for the cables to run through and things, but yeah, it's nice and sturdy, everything nice and level. So I'm going to get the next frame put up. The only thing is, when I redo this, I'm going to have to put a piece in there. There's about a 3-inch gap there, roughly. So I've got to sort that out, but I can't sort that out until I get the board exactly where it's got to go, because I've got to move it about anyway when I get the back piece on. But there's going to be a join in the boards here. I've got to put another piece on the end. The legs will bolt. The legs are bolted through, but say it's quite sturdy. It'd be even more sturdy with the other board on there. But anyway, that's the first board framework anyway on. So here's baseboard number 2 in, all done. So that's sorted. Now I'm just gonna check the back bits, see if they fit in there, because I'm gonna have to put extra supports on here to support it. So I'll work out where they've got to go. I can screw them straight through from the board anyway. And then it'll be putting the baseboard tops on. Right, first piece of plywood is now fixed on. I'm using the only good bit of chipboard I had left from the old layout to do this piece here. I'm going to do the same at the other end as well, but that's how it's going to be. I'm going to make a wall to sit. It'll just sit in between that. It'll just drop in and just be a sort of wedge fit in there, really. But yeah, that's the first board there. I'm just going to fix the next bit in there, and then that'll probably be it for today. I think that's all I'm going to do today. Right, so the plywood screwed down. I haven't done these on the cross members yet. I've got to do that tomorrow. I've marked out the piece to go in there. See, I only bought what I needed to buy. Because there's a piece of chipboard that was at this end that I've managed to recycle, because there weren't that much scenic on it, so I can actually reuse that. But that's go in here and at the other end. So I only bought what I needed to buy. Framework cost me £7 for all the timber to do the frames. I've used the legs off the old layout, but now I've only got 3 sets of legs rather than half a dozen. So I'd say there's legs each end and one in the middle, one set in the middle. So we got that, and we say all the way down there. Main structure from the old layout is the street at the back that survives, because obviously that was on a sub base, so I could keep that. So that's what I'm keeping. That's where it's going to go. I've had to put a bracket there to support it there, but the board will cover that. I'm not worried too much about that. So yeah, I've put a little piece of metal behind that to keep that together, to stop it falling backwards. So that's all put in. I'll probably have to redo the wiring, because I think I may have snagged a couple of wires when I was messing about with it earlier on. But so yeah, there's that. And up at this end, we've got the canal. Now, if I just put you onto the tripod, because it's easier for me to do that, because I've got pieces of timber stuck everywhere at the minute. So we'll put you there. And right, this was at the other end. Now that's going to sit there. When I put this board in, this board's going to be full 2 foot width, so that then sits up there. So then I'll have the towpath then for the depot, and I'm actually going to extend this bit, take all this off and extend this, so the barges try and make the lock in there, or what looks like a lock anyway, and that will probably come to about there. Now if I spin you around here, we've got this space here. Now, on the old layout at the taxi office, now the taxi office is part of a bigger building, which is a local building near me. So I'm thinking of maybe making the rest of the building, and that could kind of sit in here, put a little alleyway. Now the building that's there, the old taxi office are part of, there's an alleyway goes up this side. So I'm thinking of maybe making a little alleyway at the side of it and doing the rest of the building. I've got to scale it, see if it'll work though first, but that's a future idea. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I've not actually laid the plan out properly before, so what I'm going to do, because the plan's all drawn out full size, so I'll roll that out and you can see the track plan. So here we are, here's the track plan. Now station building is going to be here, main station concourse here, 6 platforms which are going to be about 6 foot long. Basically it will take Pullmans with four coaches in between the power cars there. My HSTs come to about there. These red bits are going to be isolating sections, because what I want to do is I can bring in like a 2-car unit in there, a 2-car unit, 2-car unit, or 4-car, then a 2-car. Just gives me a bit more operating thing with the platform. So that's the platforms. And then signal box may go there. I'm not sure about that yet. So this will have a wall at the back of this anyway. And then we've got obviously point work going into the platforms. But I was going to put a coal yard or something in there. I'm not too sure on that yet. Modern engine shed there, perhaps. And then over here I have one of the old sheds for diesels. This will be electrics over here and diesels over here, next to the canal there. Then I have a bridge across there. And things. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. The buildings that I've salvaged, I'll stick them on, and kind of give you an idea of how it's all gonna fit. Right, so we'll start at the station building end. This is where the main building is going to be. It's going to be half relief. It's a Wordsworth Model Railway kit. I've got to put like a piece at the back there for like a back seam for it, and then that'll go here. Got to fill these bits in between the platforms. Here's going to be another entrance, it's the old Adwick Lane entrance that was on the bridge. It's based on the old entrance at Eastleigh Station. So what I'm going to do is cut it so it's at platform level, and that'll sit there, around there somewhere anyway. Now I'm thinking maybe put a little goods depot here. So I'm thinking of this platform as being the for goods, parcels traffic and post, Royal Mail trains and stuff like that coming in here into this platform. Platforms are 6 foot long and 2 inches wide, and when you look at it, it doesn't look too bad. Width between the coaches and the platform. The thing is, you'll get the illusion if I stick you up here and you're looking up there, you get the illusion that it's the station's longer than what it is, which is what I was kind of going for. Whereas if I had wider platforms, I've gone for narrower platforms, so you get the illusion of the station looks longer than actually what it is. That's what I'm going for there. This point will be moved because of the baseboard joint. I just want plain track on baseboard joints in case I ever have to take it apart. I'm not planning on taking it apart. I hope I don't have to take it apart. But if I do, I can just use my slitting disc and go through the plain track. Not a problem there. So that point's going to be up here. So we've got. I'm not sure here whether to have a coal yard or a little goods depot. There's going to be a wall going around that bit, so ignore that gate because that won't be there. Maybe a little goods yard, a little coal yard here, because I can run my coal wagons then. Or maybe a little goods shed here or something. I don't know what to do with that yet. Not too sure. So that's kind of open at the minute. Because I've got a head shunt here, I can have it can run into the engine shed there. And it works better that way than the other way, simply because I would have to have the point coming in here. Now this has got to curve there to get into the fiddle yard there. So it's going to be too much. If I put a point going into that, it's going to be too much. So that's why I've put it that way round. I'll have a road coming out of here, and that will just curve. That will just curve around here, so I can put like a DMU in there for whatever. So we got that. We got the old shed there, which would be like for like diesels will be in there. I can have two engines in the shed. One, there's enough room to have another. I could have two more sidings coming off that outside, which I'm thinking of doing because I've got enough point work to do it. I don't necessarily need to have that building on there. I've just stuck it there for something to do. I mean, it could even go there, perhaps. I don't know, but I can have a siding there, and maybe have it coming off there, and I could put two. I can have two locos in there. Maybe put that there. I don't know. It's sort of in the air for that bit, but yeah, this engine shed works better there than what it was. It was going to be there, but it works better here. And that one over there, that's a Wordsworth one as well. But actually, that will go with what I'm going to put on the back there, so that's all right. So we've got the street here. These are the Metcalfe buildings that I've kept that I'm going to use. Now I'm putting there rather than have the road because of space. So we have the road coming up there, and then So this is what I'm thinking of at the minute. It could change actually. It still may change. I'm probably going to paint these up, not keep the flagstones, maybe paint them up, maybe make them look like tarmac or something. I don't know yet, but yeah, that's what we're going to. Street there, we've got a row with that street there. There'll be a wall at the back of there, obviously going around the depot, and then there, and then this board here, I'm gonna make it so it comes sort of around here, because I want to put this bridge not in that configuration. I'll have to change the configuration of it, but I want to put it there as a scenic break to sort of finish it off there, sort of thing. So as I say, I can make this line come out here. I can have it, whatever, or I can move when I get the bridge in. I can maybe move these buildings up a bit. I can maybe move these buildings up a bit and give me a bit more room here. So it's sort of just basic ideas, but I know the engine sheds are definitely going there. But these houses, I can't really put these in properly till I get the track in, and I know how I'm going to put that bridge at that end. Once I know about how I'm doing that, I can maybe put these houses up a bit and then do it from there. But we'll see anyway. But I'll say that's it so far. Boards are up. This board's got to be extended to there because there's a big gap now. About 3-inch gap there. So that, as I say, I've got to put a new piece in there anyway. So that's what I might do. Just make a complete. I've got a piece I can use. Make it a whole new piece to go in here and make it curve round. Then I can put the bridge in there as a scenic break. Maybe bring these houses up a little bit. Maybe bring them up a little bit, which will then give me some room, a bit more room in here, so I can bring that up. But yeah, that's it. But if I look that way towards the end of the platforms, that's the end of platforms. You look up towards the building. You see what I mean about the illusion of length of station, because the platforms are narrow. That's what I'm sort of trying to achieve with that. And this point template just seems to be appearing everywhere. Don't know where that's supposed to be actually. I'm not sure. It's a medium radius right hand anyway, but I don't know where that's supposed to be. Somewhere anyway. But I've got my 3-way point to go in there, because I've got to have a head shunt for that engine shed, which is going to come here, just before the signal box, and that. So that will go there, and then I can possibly get 2 sidings in there, so I can have 4 locos on that shed, two on this. But if I put an isolating section in the middle of it, I can get 3 on here as well. maybe 4, because you can have them. I can have them out the back, or what I might do, I've got a couple of shunters that are knackered that don't run. They can be sort of stored at the back and things like that. So I'm thinking of re-roofing that, changing the roof covering of that. I'm going to do the same with that engine shed as well. Make something that looks a bit more realistic, that matches everything else. But yeah, that's roughly how it's gonna look anyway. But as I say, I've still got to fit the board, cut the bits of board to go at the end. Then I'm gonna paint it. I've got some grey emulsion left over from when we were decorating, so there's enough to paint the board with that, you know, to sort of seal it all and all that lot. So I've got all that to do. So I don't think I'll be laying track yet, but and I've got to clean all the track that I took up anyway, get all the old ballast off it. So you know, so it's all nice and clean when I put it down. But then I'm going to mark the board up into sort of squares like this, and then put the track down. But I was planning on getting a load of this, which is the, what was it, Hornby 603. Pico do one that's similar, but it's like the set track, but it's fixed, and it'd be easier to lay in a straight line and flexible track. And also the joins roughly come in where I want to put isolating sections, but they're a bit pricey actually, considering what they are. And I'm not, when I went to swap meets, I'm not, before Christmas, I couldn't see any. So what I think I'm going to do is just get my flexible track I've got, clean it, and then just cut it into these lengths, I think, or into sort of 2 foot lengths. Then I can lay it, put me insulated joiners in, and then drop my feed wires down, and then I've got to find somewhere putting switches. I need so I should need an isolating set. Won't need one there, I don't think, because the loco that brings the train in would shunt it anyway. So I won't need an isolating section there, I don't think. Or probably will actually, because you need to bring a loco in to take it out. So yeah, so I need quite a few. I need just for each thing. I need 7 isolating switches there. So 14 include. Well, don't need one there. So 6 here, obviously for the platforms. So obviously you bring. I probably won't need one there if it's just for parcels trains and things. I probably won't need one there at all. So I can get away. I can lose that one. Well, those 2. So yeah, but I think I might just see if I can just make a little. I'm going to get little micro switches, the small ones. Maybe just make a little, looks like a building or something here, something anyway. Look, that just hide them. Same with this one as well here. I'm probably going to do that, like what I did with the switches on the old layout. They were hidden behind like a signal box window. So, and then obviously I've got to have signals. The signals are going to be on this board anyway, so I've got to get little switches for the signals as well. I'm not going to electrify the points because I can reach them. I can reach them, and that the controller I'm going to have a long piece of lead, so I can walk along. I can walk about like I did with the other one, so I'm not too worried about that. Yeah. Let's say I'm not electrifying at a later date, but I say I can always add that in. But I was going to put a control panel there, a little panel there, but there's not enough room for it, to be honest. If when I put the bridge in, I'll make this piece here that fits in there, and these buildings move up, and I can get the bridge in there, I may just put a control panel here somewhere, switches for all the signalling and stuff, because that's the only switches I need for the signals, really. So I can maybe put a little thing here or something, like a little office building, and have the switches in there. But as I say, it's all future things. I've got to get the track laid first. But I say I've got to paint the boards and all that lot. So, but I say that's how it looks. Or that's kind of what I'm going for anyway. So we'll see. Anyway, the first video from Adwick Central. And anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll keep you updated on progress. And bye for now.